So let's see, what else do we have going on? Well, we can let you know that support for Newburyport High School football on Joppa Radio, 96.3 FM, as well as the Hub, Comcast Channel 9, is brought to us by Pentucket Medical Associates. They're in Newburyport at 260 Merrimack Street, and they are a member of Partners Healthcare Service, a multi-specialty group practice with 4 locations and 2 urgent care sites. You can see the website, pmaonline.com. And the number in Newburyport, 978-499-7200.
Clippers just come on the field, busting through the barrier, the paper barrier that the cheerleaders make up. Go Clippers, and they went through that, and so Clippers are their crimson jerseys and the gold helmets, the old gold, and the big home colors. Now North Reading coming out with the white jerseys, white pants. They're coming on the field with the green numerals. Notice before the game, North Reading has 50 players dressed. Newburyport has 27, so the numbers are a lot better at North Reading, a heavy number because they might dress everybody. I don't know how that works, but anyway, they got a big squad today. Must have had a couple of buses coming in.
Well, I thought first when I came in, I noticed that there was a bus from Wilmington. I'm thinking they must rent those buses to get here.
Oh, it could be. That's right. Okay.
But we want to pause for the national anthem as they get set to play football. All right, the Newburyport High School band playing the national anthem, and they are going to be busy a little bit later on during the ceremony at halftime as they rededicate the field to the veterans. I had Kevin Hunt on the radio the other day, and he said that they should be playing a song from each branch of the service.
Oh, that's going to be nice.
So, yeah, a little snippet here, a snippet there. So that'll be fun.
Yeah.
It's nice to see the band out there marching.
Yes.
It's been quite some time since that's been able to happen again. So, music program up and running well at Newburyport High School.
Right now, the captains are out on the field for Newburyport. Number 9, Miles Maloof. Number 76 is Connor Smith. And 52 is Matthew Donlin. And for North Reading, the captain number 50 is Jackson D'Angelo. So far, every game, the team that's won the toss is deferred to the second half. So we'll see if that trend will continue tonight.
Just taking a page out of Bill Belichick's book. Have you read his book, by the way?
I have, yes. That's a couple times.
Really?
Yes.
Now, I haven't read it. What do you find useful in it?
Well, it's just his philosophy and how he goes to hold on. Let's get the toss first. All right. Newburyport won and deferred. Yep. Just how he goes about things, how organized he is, and how much the Navy meant to him and everything else. And Ernie Adams is interesting because Ernie Adams has been with him since they were in college, and he's still his top dog. You ever notice that behind the Patriots bench is a phone that has Ernie's name on it?
Oh, no.
So yeah, and he's the one that tells them when they should go to replay and stuff like that.
Oh, wow.
But he definitely is just a guy that when you see his interviews after a game. His press conference, you wouldn't think he's so detailed until you listen after, the next day or something when he's talking on the radio, and he just goes into such depth and everything else. It's just so organized.
Well, that's something that, there are some organized people, and there are some people that aren't quite as organized. I think that's a book I should read.
Yeah. It was an interesting one. I think it was Phillips Exeter's where they first met, him and Ernie.
Oh, really?
Yep. So Bodkevich will be kicking off for Newburyport. Newburyport will be kicking off towards the food stand.
And they have the food up and running over there tonight. So let's see if we can pull out the numbers here. And on the near side, back to receive is Alex D'Ambrosio. He's a junior. Can't pick out the far side returner. So here we go. Markevich with a huge kick, and end over end comes right down to about the 10-yard line, and D'Ambrosio picks it up. He's at the 25, the 30, the 35, and the 40. He's at the 45, spun around, and comes down right around the 50-yard line. What a return, about a 40-yard return.
Wow, nice way to start the game for North Reading. 40-yard return by
Alex D'Ambrosio.
Ambrosio returned the kick.
So we are going to start it out. Well, the North Reading Hornets are going to be starting it out in Newburyport territory. 1st and 10 from the Newburyport 49, just underway here at World War Memorial Stadium.
First down and 10 at the Newburyport 49-yard line.
Newburyport, North Reading. I remember the games from previous years. Always been a tough game.
Yeah, the Hornets are tough, and they're gonna, like I say, expect them to keep the ball on the ground most of the time. Watch them pass to start out with now.
Yeah.
It's mostly gonna be a running attack.
So this is Heffernan, Brian Heffernan, the quarterback, takes the snap and he hands it off, and he gets the ball over to Ryan Edison, who goes to the left and picks up a couple of yards.
2 yards.
So Heffernan's a freshman quarterback, and he's listed at 5'8". I've been trying to grow for 63 or 5'10" rather, 63 years. I still can't get up to 5.
Yeah, it's interesting. Their program shows 2 number 10s, and Heffernan is one of them. But from the papers I've read so far, Heffernan's been the quarterback, and I was surprised to realize he's only a freshman.
And he's got a back in to his left. 3 receivers split to the left. There's a quick pass over on the far side. D'Ambrosio has it, and he is down to the Newburyport 35-yard line. First down for North Reading. I think North Reading was one of the first places we may have seen some artificial turf in the area, too.
Could be, yeah.
Certainly North Andover was in there as well.
Ball's at the 36. That was an 11-yard pickup.
Ball's at the Newburyport 36.
So 1st and 10 for the North Reading Hornets as they get set for the snap here. 4 receivers, 2 on each side. And there's the snap. Oh, it goes right up over his head, and he goes back to cover it up at around the 48-yard line. I think he was able to do that.
Heffernan recovers the ball.
So a tough break for the North Reading Hornets. Right there with him was Walker Barkevich. He was the closest Clipper to trying to recover that punt, that fumble, but Heffernan was able to cover it up.
Yeah, it's back to the 45, a 9-yard loss, be 2nd down and 19.
Just underway here at World War Memorial Stadium. Wynn Damon along with Richie Eaton. So we thank you for joining us on Chopper Radio 96.3 FM, also on Comcast Channel 9, presented by The Hub in Newburyport. All right, Heffernan out of the shotgun. Gets set. There's the snap and pitch over here, and it's a loose ball, a fumble. Pitch was to Edison, and I think Newburyport may have recovered it. Connor Smith is down there. Did he get it?
Yep. Clippers got it.
So the Newburyport Clippers recover the ball at the North Reading 45-yard line.
First down and 10 at the North Reading 45-yard line.
So the North Reading Hornets seeing a little bit of an issue on the pitches and on the snaps as well. Seems like that's an epidemic this year.
Yeah.
In the Cape Ann League.
So
a lot of quarterbacks work out of the shotgun, and that's always a possibility. So the Clippers take it over, and this time they hand the ball off to Miles Maloof, and Maloof hits the line of scrimmage. He gets the ball to the North Reading 45-yard line, pickup of a yard.
Tackle by D'Angelo and Sanger.
So D'Angelo in on the tackle.
No gain on the play. It's still 2nd down and 10.
2nd and 10.
2nd and 10. So
So North Reading had 2 losses, a 10 and a 9-yard loss back to back.
So one on a bad snap, the other on a bad pitch.
Yep.
All right, the quarterback is Owen Bradbury. Takes the snap, wants to throw, and he tucks. No, now he runs. He's at the 40, goes to his right down to the 35, and he gets taken down at the North Reading 32-yard line. See where they spot it. But nice play by Owen Bradbury, because he didn't see anything down the field he wanted to throw to, so he just ran.
Good 13-yard pickup and a first down for the Clippers.
Ball is now at the North Reading 32-yard line.
Beautiful night for high school football in Newburyport, and a nice turnout. Of course, it's a late arriving crowd, so it'll be filling in as well. All right, Bradbury out of the snap. Out of the shotgun, he has 2 backs with him, and there's the handoff to Maloof, who goes straight through. He's down to the 10, the 5, and in for the score.
32 yards. Miles Maloof for the touchdown.
And Newburyport takes a 6-0 lead with 7:11 to go in the first quarter of play. So Miles Maloof finding that pathway to the end zone right through the middle of the field, similar to what he was doing last week.
Like I said, the Triton game, he started to get untracked, and he's got 5 touchdowns in the last 3 games.
Walker Barkevich set to go for the extra point. There's the snap, and it is up, and it is good, and that one's over the snack bar.
Yeah, like I say, he's got a strong leg. He's only a sophomore, so it's going to be interesting. Have a nice kicker.
So the Newburyport Clippers take a 7-0 lead with 7:11 to go in the first quarter of play. Clippers recovering a fumble, and they turned it into a touchdown.
Oh, this is interesting. A good trend started by the Clippers. The last game, they had 2 turnovers, and on the first play from scrimmage after the turnover, they scored touchdowns. This time it took them 3 plays, but they scored, so they're quickly scoring right after a turnover, so they're taking advantage of the situation.
And when it gets done, that kind of stings the opposing team.
Yeah, 1, because they lost the ball. 2, they gave up a score right away. So it's good going for the Clippers.
All right, Barkevich puts a low line drive kick. It's picked up at around the 10 by D'Ambrosio. He's at the 20, the 25, and the 30. He's to the 35 and taken down by the Newburyport Clippers. And in on the tackle for Newburyport, that's Tom Green. A couple of other players as well.
North Reading has the ball, first down.
Support for Newburyport High School football here on Joppa Radio 96.3 FM and The Hub, brought to us by the Institution for Savings, building stronger communities together since 1820. On the web at institutionforsavings.com. As we get set for the snap, it's 1st and 10 for North Reading. They have the ball at their own 36-yard line. And the quarterback, Brian Heffernan, takes the snap out of the shotgun, passes over to the left, and the pass is complete to the 50, the 40, and taken down by a couple of Clipper players making that reception. That's Alex D'Ambrosio. And it's a first down for the Hornets.
25-yard completion to D'Ambrosio.
First down at 10. Line of scrimmage is the
So he seems to be an important part of their offense. Very involved, D'Ambrosio, along with Ryan Edison. 6:31 to go in the first quarter. Newburyport leading 7-0. North Reading with the ball at the Newburyport 39-yard line, and there's the handoff, and it comes over to the near side down to about the 20-yard line, and D'Ambrosio comes up with it.
The ball carrier.
Another first down.
Tackled by Owen Bradbury.
To the 19-yard pickup.
First down, North Reading.
So they spot the ball at the Newburyport 21, we'll call it.
21, okay.
It'll be 1st and 10 with 6:05 to go in the first quarter.
18-yard pickup.
All right, in the backfield is Ryan Edison with Heffernan, that quarterback for North Reading, as they get set. And there's the snap. They fake the handoff. They pass over to the far side to D'Ambrosio. He's at the 10, the 5, and he is in for the score.
I think they're surprising Newburyport by coming out passing as much as they have.
For a North Reading touchdown.
So that makes it 7-6 with 5:33 to go here in the first quarter of play. And Newburyport now with a 1-point lead. So the Hornets see how they work the extra point. Looks like they'll go for it, and Mr. D'Ambrosio is going to go for the extra point.
Why not?
Yeah, does everything else. Mike McCullough, the holder, and D'Ambrosio, it's blocked. The extra point attempt is blocked, picked up by North Reading, and in for the score. My gracious, picking up the loose ball. That was Jack Keller. Keller's a sophomore.
Does that count for 2 points or 1?
I would think that would be 2 points. 2 points
Yeah,
up
2
on
points,
the
all right.
scoreboard.
Yeah, I don't know why I thought when it was blocked they only got 1 out of it, but I guess they do get 2.
Well, maybe that's a
block.
design play, you know. But
Who ran it in?
that Keller. That was number 23, Jack Keller.
All right.
He's a sophomore, listed on the program as a running back. So the North Reading Hornets take the lead. 5:33 to go here in the first quarter of play. It's a 1-point lead, 8-7. Every game, Richie, we see something.
It sure is different, that's for sure. It makes it exciting.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think that's surprising with all the passing so far. I think surprising a lot of people. Surprised me. Looks like it's surprising the Clippers, too.
All right, guess who does the kickoff?
I'm going to guess Mr. D'Ambrosio.
Yeah, as a matter of fact, he does. So he has it lined up at the 40-yard line. And there's a little short kick, a squibber. And, oh, it's picked up by the Hornets. Inside the Newburyport 40-yard line. That was picked up by Keller. Jack Keller, an onside kick. And Jack Keller recovered it for North Reading. And that gives the Hornets, talking about seeing weird things, that gives the Hornets the ball, and they spot it at the Newburyport 40-yard line. Usually you see that at the end of the game, not at the very beginning.
I don't know. Did he just miskick it, or was it planned onside kick? I wasn't looking right down. I was looking down the end of the field.
I kind of think it was planned.
All right. Well, whatever
because
it is.
It came over this direction, close to the side of the field, the near side.
So North Reading Newburyport 40-yard line.
So 5:21 to go in the first quarter of play. Heffernan at quarterback. He has 2 backs with him, and he hands the ball off to Edison, who goes to the left. Edison gets over the 30-yard line before he gets bumped out of bounds.
Is there a flag on the play?
Yeah, and he might have gotten a first down.
Flag on the play. Might be going back. Holding.
Flag on the play. Offensive holding against North Reading.
So they marched that yardage off, and that spots the ball at the Newburyport 47-yard line with 5:13 to go here in the first quarter of play. North Reading leading Newburyport 8-7. And it's been a different type of football game today.
Yeah, it'll be 1st and 17. What happened now when Edison gets credit for 3 yards rushing, then the 10-yard penalty goes back from there. So it'll be 1st and 17.
All right, here we go as we get set for the snap. And this time they hand the ball off, and the Newburyport defense all over the running back, D'Ambrosio. In on the tackle, Trevor Foley, and about 3 or 4 other players.
Should be 2nd and 24 as he lost 7 on the play.
Now that spots the ball at the North Reading 46-yard line. 4:16 to go here in the first quarter of play. North Reading leading Newburyport 8-7. All right, the Hornets have 4 receivers lined up. As Heffernan looks over, gets set for the snap. And it's a little high snap, but he is able to make it. Makes the pass, and the pass is incomplete. That was a close one, almost a lateral.
I was waiting to see if somebody's going to recover that. And there's a flag on the play.
That was intended for Jack Keller on the far side of the field.
Penalty flag on the play.
That pass, it was going forward.
Yeah, it was. It did go forward, but I wonder what the penalty's for.
Tom Doyle comes off the field for the Clippers.
I would think the Clippers would turn the penalty down anyway. Personal foul. Newburyport. And an automatic first down. Wow, that hurts. Wow, that's a big penalty.
So 3:44 to go in the first quarter of play.
Wow, instead of being 3rd and 24, they got a first down. Wow, big break for the Hornets.
That puts the ball at the Newburyport 39-yard line.
First down and 10, North Reading with the ball at the Newburyport.
And in the backfield is Edison. He's a senior running back. Kind of standing guard next to Brian Heffernan, the sophomore. 3 receivers split to the left on the far side of the field. And now Edison moves over to Heffernan's other side, and the pass is incomplete. So defending the pass for the Newburyport Clippers, that was Tom Murphy on the far side of the field. 3:40 to go in the first quarter of play. North Reading leading Newburyport 8-7. We'll have a dedication ceremony at the half as the World War Memorial Stadium is rededicated, honoring the veterans. All right, Heffernan gets set again out of the shotgun. And 3 receivers on the left and 1 on the right, and they want to take a timeout.
Yeah, timeout North Reading.
Timeout, North Reading.
Newburyport High School football on Joppa Radio 96.3 FM and the Hub is brought to us in part by Giuseppe's Fresh Pasta and Fine Food at 257 Low Street in Newburyport. Family owned and operated for over 20 years, serving up home-style Italian pasta dishes in generous portions. And proud sponsor of the wrap-up show on Comcast Channel 9 in Newburyport, Giuseppe'sFineFood.com. And by Arthur Page Insurance, 57 State Street, downtown Newburyport. They are a 4th-generation family-owned and operated business providing coverage for auto, home, and business. Online at arthurpage.com. .340 to go in the first quarter of play, and the North Reading Hornets getting set. It's 2nd and 10 for North Reading. And there's the snap, and they try to run it straight ahead. That's Alex D'Ambrosio, gets the ball down to the Newburyport 35-yard line.
Pick up of 3.
In on the tackle, Walker Barkevich. And Mulvey is as well on the tackle.
Mulvey made a couple of nice plays defensively last week for the Clippers also.
Balls at the Newburyport 35-yard line.
All right, the Hornets get set. It is going to be 3rd and 6 with the ball at the Newburyport 35-yard line. And Heffernan at quarterback for North Reading takes the snap, and they hand it off, and it goes over to D'Ambrosio, who hits the middle of the line, then gets pushed back.
D'Ambrosio, the ball carrier again.
Maloof in on the tackle, also in on the tackle, Connor Smith.
Oh, pick up 1 yard.
So that puts the ball at the Newburyport 34-yard line, and it's a 4th down play coming up, 4th and 5.
Do you know that was the first 3rd down play of the game, and this will be the first 4th down play.
And there's 2:25 to go in the first quarter. So the Hornets have 3 receivers off to the near side right, 1 to the left. And the back, that's Ryan Edison along with Heffernan, quarterback. 4th down play for the Hornets as they get set for the snap. Heffernan seems very tentative. Takes the snap, puts the ball up in the air right down the middle of the
hit the man
field.
open.
It's incomplete. Pass was intended for Jack Keller, couldn't bring it in, and the Hornets turn the ball over on downs. Minute 55 to go in the first quarter of play. Newburyport trailing now by a point, 8-7 to North Reading.
At their 34-yard line.
All right, the Newburyport Clippers see what they can do on this one. Clippers coming into tonight's game with a record of 3-2. North Reading at 4-2 in the Kinney division of the Cape Ann League. Owen Bradbury at quarterback out of the shotgun, and they hand the ball off over to Harmon, who goes around to the far side of the field, can't turn the corner. So they will spot it at the Newburyport 35-yard line, pickup of a yard. But he was looking for a lot more than a yard.
Yeah, he's got some good speed. If he can turn that corner, he can produce. He got a big touchdown last week. You saw his speed going down the sidelines.
A minute 25 to go in the first quarter of play. Newburyport trailing North Reading 8-7 at Newburyport High School. A beautiful night for football. More and more people are coming in.
Boy, it is a good night too. Boy, we've been lucky. Count our blessings.
Oh yeah, certainly have. All right, out of the shotgun, Bradbury hands the ball off to Maloof, and he gets taken down right away.
Nice coverage, nice defense on that.
Maloof tackled for a loss.
Yep, he was hit by Michael Sheridan. Sheridan's a junior, and drove him right back, got him in the backfield. All right, so it's going to be a third down play coming up for Newburyport. Clock continuing to click down here, 35 seconds in the first quarter. As the Clippers break the huddle, they are headed towards the Stack Shack side of the field. Two backs in for Newburyport. Along with Bradbury, takes the snap, and he fakes the handoff, rolls to his left, puts it up in the air. It is incomplete. Pass was intended for Robert. No, that was intended for Seamus Webster, but it was way over his head.
Punt time.
Yep. Fourth down play, 4th and 8 to go. 9 seconds to go in the first quarter of play. And back to receive the punt is Mike McCula. He's a sophomore. He's the deep man up front. That's Di Gregorio, I believe. No, that's D'Ambrosio. And there's the punt. It's received right around the 40-yard line. At the 50, McCula at the 40, the 30, down to the 20. He cuts to his left at the 5, and he's in for the score.
63 yards.
Well, how about that?
For North Reading touchdown.
Mike McCula, a junior, returns the kickoff for the touchdown.
Flag in the play.
Huh? That's about the spot where he cut to his left.
Illegal block in the back from the 17, so it's going to be called back. It won't be a touchdown, but they're still going to be in good position. Probably start at the 27-yard line.
So they walk off the yardage from the spot of the foul.
Yep. Still a 46-yard return that he gets credit for instead of the 63.
And that is the end of the first quarter of play. So they are switching sides of the field, and after one quarter, it's North Reading 8 and Newburyport 7. Newburyport High School football brought to us through the courtesy of Simmons Plumbing and Heating. Plumbing, heating, and air conditioning, offering installation, maintenance, and repair of heating, cooling, and indoor air quality systems for both residential and commercial customers. See SimmonsPlumbing.com on 978-462-0553. And behind the Newburyport 5-cent Savings Bank in Newburyport, Amesbury, Salisbury, Newbury, Portsmouth, and soon in Dover, committed to giving back to the communities they serve. NewburyportBank.com.
So the Newburyport 26, they'll start.
And they'll also start not only the drive, but the beginning of the second quarter. All right, here we go as we get set. Well, let's. There's the handoff, and the ball goes over to D'Ambrosio.
D'Ambrosio, the ball carrier.
And D'Ambrosio gets the ball down to about the 15, and a first down. So the clock continuing to count down here, just underway in the second quarter of play.
First down.
North Reading with a 1-point lead. And they had a touchdown called back. Heffernan at quarterback. He has two backs with him. As they get set, there's the snap, and D'Ambrosio gets the handoff. He goes to the right, and he spins around, and it gets the ball down to about the 5-yard line.
Another first down.
Boy, he knows how to work that spin move.
That's going to be at the 4-yard line. First and goal. Another 12 yards for D'Ambrosio. Got 37 yards rushing and 57 yards receiving.
So the North Reading Hornets are talking this one over. They get set. First and goal to go. Now they spot it just inside the 5-yard line.
Yeah, call it the 4.
So Heffernan gets set, has two backs with him, and there's the snap, and they hand it off, and the Hornets get the ball down to about the 2-yard line.
That was Edison. Yeah, Edison.
So Edison. Ryan Edison, a senior, picks up some tough yardage inside the 5-yard line as they spot it at the 2. And it's going to be second and goal to go for North Reading. Quarter number 2, and the Hornets have a 1-point lead over the Newburyport Clippers. And North Reading's Heffernan gets set for the snap. There it is, and a quick pass over on the far side, and it's in for the score. Pass was completed.
McCullough.
Coming up with it, yep, Mike McCullough gets his touchdown on the night. He had the one called back, but he gets credit for that one on the receiving TD. And it's 14-7. North Reading with the lead over the Newburyport Clippers. 9:11 to go in the second quarter of play. So D'Ambrosio is going to go for the extra point. There's the snap and the kick. This one is up, and it is good. That makes it 15-7. North Reading with the lead with 9:11 to go in the first half of play.
Score now North Reading 15, Newburyport 7.
Newburyport looking to
12 caught it.
Get back into it, and we'd like to let you know that support for Newburyport High School football on Joppa Radio 96.3 FM, along with Comcast Channel 9, the hub, and our coverage there, brought to us by Nick's Pizza. Prepared from an original recipe from Abruzzo, Italy, with a unique crust, medium-sized thickness. They have 26 toppings, online ordering available. You can pick up or have it delivered, and they're now open on Wednesdays. Online at nickspizzanewburyport.com. And they like to feed the crew. And we thank them. All right, the North Reading Hornets ready to kick it off here. Last time they had an onside kick. Let's see what happens here. Well, not a booming kick. Oh, that one slid right past the receiver, the kick returner, but they picked it up and they bring it back up, maybe for about 15 yards or so. Dante Harmon. It went scooted right by him, but he was able to go back and pick it up.
27.
Nice heads-up play. So 9:05 to go in the second quarter. And the ball is spotted at the Newburyport 27-yard line.
At their 27-yard line.
Newburyport trailing 15-7. It's been a strange game.
Yeah, it's been some different plays, that's for sure.
Owen Bradbury, quarterback for Newburyport, as we get set out of the shotgun. And a flag. Procedure call against Newburyport.
Illegal procedure against Newburyport. The 5-yard penalty. Be first down and 15.
So that pushes the ball back inside the Newburyport 25-yard line. They spot it
22.
at the 22, yeah.
First and 15. Clippers trail by 8. We talk about strange plays. We'll have to get a chance to talk about the Oakland-Kansas City game if we get a chance at halftime. That ending last night was something else.
I missed it.
Oh, I'll give it tell you that one. That was great. We'll talk about that later.
Yeah, I was off in dreamland. Well, there's the snap, and Bradbury goes around on the left side. He gets the ball up to the 25-yard line.
Yeah, I guess that's a good thing about retirement. We can stay up a little later.
Yeah.
Second down and 12.
Second and 12 from the 25.
25-yard line.
8:41 to go in the second quarter of play. Newburyport is trailing North Reading now, 15-7.
Big momentum shift here as Newburyport had a quick opportunity there after recovered the fumble and scored. Then all of a sudden things went over North Reading's. I think the fact they came out passing so early really surprised us. Heffernan's 1-4 for 7 for 59 yards and 2 touchdowns.
All right, Bradbury takes the snap and he hands it off to Miles Maloof. Maloof gets stopped right at the line of scrimmage. In on the tackle was Nick Arena. And I went to high school with an Arena family. I wonder if that's any relation. Probably a great-grandchild by now.
24, did he lose one? He lost 2. Yeah, back to 24. 3rd and 14.
With 7 minutes and 40 seconds to go. Let's see what Owen Bradbury can do here. He has 3 receivers split to the near side right, 1 to the left. There's the snap, and he comes to the right. Wants to pass. No, he tucks it in at the 30. Goes to his left. Oh, he gets tripped up.
Fumble.
And he almost made it. Oh, the fumble, and the ball squirts down to about the 30. And did Newburyport recover?
I think they recovered.
Yeah, I think so.
Donlan.
Yeah, that was coming up with maybe Trevor Foley, maybe?
Oh, Foley, it was, 50.
Yeah. So he recovered that, spots the ball at the Newburyport 30-yard line, and it's a 4th down play.
The Newburyport 40-yard line.
So back to receive the punt is Mike McCullough, and we know all about him, as he has scored a touchdown tonight. There's the punt by Markevich, and McCullough, it goes over his head. He never touched it. And then it takes a North Reading roll back towards the goal line, and it's downed at the 38 of North Reading. So 6:47 to go in the first half of play. And North Reading is leading Newburyport 14-7. Newburyport High School football brought to us on Joppa Radio 96.3 FM, as well as the Hub, Comcast Channel 9 by Elder Law Solutions of Newburyport and attorney Margot Burke, providing a wide range of legal and support services tailored for older and disabled clients and their families and guardians. Online at elderlaw-solutions.com. 6:47, and guess they had to swap out the footballs. They swap the footballs out every play.
I don't know if they do. Maybe we would change the possessions. Each team might use a different ball, a different brand or something. But I don't think they do it every play. Not like the pros, but they could have a different ball. like a Wilson or something Spalding. Maybe they use different footballs.
All right, so here we go. It's 1st and 10 for the Hornets. As they get set. And there's the snap, and they hand it off and run straight ahead.
Edison.
Ryan Edison on the yardage there. And he gets the ball up to the 45 of North Reading with 6:34 to go in the first half.
Second down and 3.
So I was going to say it's just a second down play, 2nd and 3 to go.
See, these North Reading players, they don't go down easy. They keep their feet going all the time, and that takes a couple players to pull them down.
And I would think that would tire you out near the end of the game. And there's the handoff. Edison again. He goes to his right. He's at the 40, and he's hauled out of bounds by the Newburyport Clippers, Dante Harmon.
Yeah. Out of bounds in Newburyport 40, but that's good enough for first down. He's picked up 15 yards. 1st and 10 for the Hornets.
6:02 to go in the second quarter, and you keep track of these, Richie, but it just seems like North Reading's had the ball an awful lot so far in tonight's game.
Yeah, Newburyport up to this point had 5 minutes and 42 seconds, and North Reading 8:41 prior to this drive, and they're right another minute here. So,
all right, there's the snap, and they run over on the far side of the field. With it is D'Ambrosio, and D'Ambrosio gets the ball close to the 30.
Yeah.
Not enough for a first down.
Looks like he might have. Well, they're going to spot it back. His knee must have hit back in the 33, maybe 32. Let me see. 30. Up to 33. So 7-yard pickup.
And 5:16 to go in the first half. North Reading with the ball, and they lead 15-7 over the Newburyport Clippers here at Newburyport High School. As Heffernan gets set, takes the snap, and he hands it off again to D'Ambrosio, who gets the ball to about the 30. Pickup of a few yards there.
It's close to a first. I think he's a little bit short. Make it 3rd and 1.
Tackle by Connor Smith.
Yep, they spotted at the Newburyport 31-yard line.
3rd and 1. 4:38 to go here in the half.
3rd down and 1.
But you see, when I mentioned earlier, North Reading, they're slow in setting up their plays.
This looks like maybe a direct snap right to D'Ambrosio. Yeah.
Yep. So D'Ambrosio takes the snap, and he goes to his right, and he gets the ball over the 30.
First down.
Down to the 29.
The Wildcat that time.
4:14 to go in the second quarter of play, with North Reading leading Newburyport 15-7. They are getting set for the halftime rededication of World War Memorial Stadium. Want to stick around for that. Clock continuing to work its way down. The Hornets have 3 receivers on the left side, 1 on the right. And Heffernan takes the snap, quick throw, and it's picked off.
He
dropped it. Oh, he dropped it. Newburyport Clippers almost intercepted, but they couldn't hang on to it. So it's going to be a second down play coming up.
Yeah, it looked like a miscommunication with the receiver and the passer in that one. I think the Heffernan thought the receiver was going to cut out, and instead the receiver cut in, and the ball was right there. And I think it surprised Harmon just as much.
Dante Harmon was there. He had it in his grasp.
Well, I'll tell you, if he caught that, there's a lot of room on that side with his speed. But he was diving for it, too. He was down low, so he probably could have if he caught that ball cleanly.
So 2nd and 10 for the Hornets with 3:37 to go in the first half. And there's the handoff. It goes over to D'Ambrosio on the far side, and they finally haul him down at about the Newburyport 15-yard line.
Yeah, they're going to knock it to 16. It's a first down. 13-yard pickup.
So the Hornets kill more time, and they have the lead at 15-7 right now.
the 16.
Ball's at the Newburyport 16-yard line.
Newburyport Clippers looking for their 3rd win in a row tonight. And a timeout on the field taken by Newburyport.
Just looking at this one, North Reading has 10 first downs right now to Newburyport's 2. As they've been grinding it out. Let me see, 61, 81, minus that, 71 yards rushing and 59 yards passing. 130 yards total. Newburyport has 53 yards rushing, and that's it, no passing yet.
Huh, that's
But the big play for Newburyport was a 32-yard run by Maloof. You take that away, and you're only talking 21 yards of offense. 22, let me see, take away that, yeah, 23 minus 1. Yeah, be 22 yards of offense outside of that 32-yard run.
So North Reading coming into tonight's ball game with a record of 4-2 overall. Newburyport at 3-2.
For those watching on TV, good shot of Coach Smolsky with the players all huddled right around him. Taking after his dad with his shots.
Yeah. Yep. Did his dad have a tattoo?
No, I noticed that. No, not that I know of. If Tom had one, it probably would have been a Clipper ship.
Yeah, probably. All right, here we go. 1st and 10 for North Reading with the ball at the Newburyport 16-yard line. And Heffernan at quarterback for North Reading. Out of the shotgun. Takes the snap. And a quick throw into the end zone. It is caught.
Makula.
So a touchdown reception by the North Reading Hornets. Catch made by Makula on the far side.
What flag on the play? Let's see. Maybe not.
They already had one called back.
Unsportsmanlike conduct against North Reading. So it'll be, Newburyport has a choice of taking it on the extra point or on the kickoff, but it's going to be a touchdown. Yeah, they did call it a touchdown at first, yeah, but now the penalty is to see when they're going to either accept it on the extra point or the kickoff. I think that's the option. Which is unsportsmanlike.
Unsportsmanlike called against North Reading.
Yeah.
But the points up on the board, so North Reading leads 21-7 with 3:13 to go in the first half. And Alex D'Ambrosio is going for the extra point attempt, and he's got the height on it, and it's good. So that makes it 22-7. North Reading with the lead over the Newburyport Clippers here at World War Memorial Stadium.
Unsportsmanlike conduct after the play.
Support for Newburyport High School football here on Joppa Radio, 96.3 FM, as well as on the Hub. And the program on Comcast Channel 9 in Newburyport, brought to us by Apple and Eye Associates on Green Street in Newburyport and Main Street in downtown Amesbury, where their team of eye doctors and eye care staff help with all your vision needs, handling everything from adult and children's eye exams and hard-to-fit contact lenses, all types of frames to eye emergencies, treatment of eye diseases, and co-management of eye surgery, such as LASIK. On the web at AppleandEyeAssociates.com.
When you were talking about time of possession, right now it's 12:15 to 5:42 after that drive.
Wow. Better than 2-1. But it all comes down to points. And North Reading has them right now, 22-7 with the lead over the Newburyport Clippers. All right, there's the kickoff, and the Clippers see it bounce at about the 35. And it's picked up by Newburyport's Dante Harmon. Tries to work his way up to the far sideline. And he gets bumped out of bounds, so Newburyport gets the ball. And it looks like it'll be just inside the 45-yard line of Newburyport.
Yeah, 43-yard line.
So 3:07 to go here in the first half of play. North Reading leading Newburyport 22-7. Still plenty of time for the Clippers to chip away.
Yeah, Newburyport's explosive. They can score quick.
On the far side, that's Tom Murphy as the receiver. And Bradbury takes the snap and he pitches it off to Maloof. Maloof coming around on the near side, gets ganged up on and could not get across the 45-yard line.
No, he might have picked up maybe a yard to the 44. North Reading's done a good job in Maloof right now. Outside that one big run he had up the middle.
Daniel Sweeney. Second down and 9.
That's so strange that Newburyport hasn't been able to connect on the passes yet. But it's going to be 2nd and 9 for Newburyport with the ball at their own 44-yard line. Owen Bradbury out of the shotgun, takes the snap, rolls to his left, and he pumps. Now he's going to run with it at the 50, the 45. He's got a first down, and he gets bumped out of bounds at about the 43-yard line. So nice play by Owen Bradbury. He didn't see anything worth throwing to, so he ran it himself.
13-yard pickup.
Good for a first down.
First down and 10, Newburyport.
2:15 to go in the first half. Newburyport trailing 22-7. They have the ball in North Reading territory. Ball at the North Reading 43-yard line. So Maloof is in the backfield along with Bradbury. 3 receivers split off to the near side right. Out of the shotgun. Bradbury gets set, takes the snap, wants to throw, looking to the near side. Now he tucks it in, and he gets taken down inside the North Reading 45-yard line. Maybe pick up of about a yard.
Yeah. Clippers call timeout maybe.
Yep. Luciano and Sanger.
Yep,
That's
Newburyport.
Second down and 10.
All right, so timeout on the field for the Newburyport Clippers. 2:04 to go here in the first half. Now, you were talking about the last night's football game?
Yeah, Oakland and Kansas City. Kansas City was leading 30-24. Oakland had the ball. It looked like Oakland scored a touchdown with 16 seconds to go, but they reviewed it, and it was called back. Said he was down at the half-yard line, so they had to run 10 seconds off the clock, so put it down to 8 seconds. I'll finish it off afterwards. So we'll pick it up after this play.
2nd and 9 for Newburyport. Bradbury takes the snap, throws it on the near side. Pass is complete. And coming up with it, that's Noah Van Skulwick. And that's enough for a first down.
That's to the 32, 11 yards pickup.
First time he's had the ball thrown to him tonight.
1st and 10.
1:52 to go in the first half of play. So they line it up with Maloof on the far side. Harmon in motion going to the far side. There's the snap. Bradbury wants to throw. He does down the middle of the field. It is.
Oh, nice defense.
He was defended very well. And pass intended for Miles Maloof. He couldn't come up with it.
So get back to the Oakland game last night. So they scored the touchdown, but because they had to do a replay, the clock was still in session. They took 10 seconds off the clock. So now they had 18 seconds from the half-yard line. So they threw a touchdown pass, which would have won the game, but there was offensive interference. Put it back to the 11-yard line. So then the next down, pass was incomplete, but there was holding against Kansas City. The clock expires, so they had to run an untimed play, and 2 holding plays in a row, both incomplete. So then on the 5th attempt, they got the touchdown to win it, last play. But 3 untimed plays.
How about that? Always something strange.
I've never seen anything like it.
2nd down play for Newburyport. Bradbury wants to throw. He's pressured, and now he tries to run it, but he gets stopped by the North Reading defense. And in on the tackle, Nick Arena. They spot the ball at the North Reading 35-yard line with 1:07 on the clock.
Third down and
Third
7.
third and 13.
Ball to the North Reading 35-yard
Third
line.
and 13. At the 35. 55 seconds to go. And the clock is still running. I don't know why the Clippers didn't call timeout then. Or maybe they want to make sure they get the first down, then they'll start calling them.
So they line it up and they make his last moment adjustment. They have a man in motion. There's the snap. Bradbury looking. Now he goes to his left, puts it up in the air, and it's incomplete. Pass was intended for either Dante Harmon or Seamus Webster. They were both in the ballpark.
They look like they were mixed up on that play right from the start. I don't know what was going on, but they just weren't organized. So now it's 4th and 13.
30 seconds on the clock.
Clippers still have 3 timeouts left, so if they pick up the first down, they still have plenty of time.
Newburyport trailing 22-7. Some substitutions being made by North Reading, and now a timeout.
Timeout, Newburyport.
By the way, support for Newburyport High School football brought to us on Joppa Radio 96.3 FM, along with the Hub, brought to us by the Park Lunch, where the sports crowd huddles at 181 Merrimack Street in Newburyport. Same location for 60 years, serving up fried clams, pizzas, burgers, daily specials in a family-style atmosphere. See parklunch.com. We have Neil Diamond here tonight.
Hey, little rally time.
Yeah.
Caroline. Did you see that commercial on a guy with the, I don't know what commercial was, Geico or something like that, guy driving the car listening to it.
Oh,
then
yeah.
they blow up the lights and the woman next to her starts going, yeah.
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 That happens to me all the time. All right, 30 seconds on the clock, and Newburyport with the ball. It's 4th and 13. They trail 22-7.
See if the magic works for the Clippers.
They have the ball at the North Reading 35-yard line. Bradbury wants to throw, doesn't see anything. Now he goes to his left, still with the ball, puts it up in the air. It's a long pass into the end zone, and it's knocked down, no good. Well, that would have been a jump ball down there. Lots of people down in that area, both white jerseys and maroon jerseys. And that stops the clock with 19 seconds to go in the first half of play. And Newburyport turns the ball over on down, so North Reading gets it. We are going to try some engineering magic for halftime.
North Reading takes over first down and 10.
No promises.
At their 35-yard line.
But it can be done. All right, all North Reading needs to do is down the ball here, and they do that on the snap, and they'll let the clock run out. So we have completed one half of play with North Reading leading Newburyport 22-7.
That's the last play of the first half of tonight's ball game.
And Newburyport, plenty of time to come back and take this one. I'd like to remind you that support for Newburyport High School football on Joppa Radio 96.3 FM, as well as the Hub, being brought to us by Giuseppe's Fresh Pasta and Fine Food at 257 Low Street in Newburyport. They serve up generous portions of home-style Italian pasta dishes that they make right there, plus they have the deli. They do party trays. There's the grab-and-go case, and it's Giuseppe'sFineFood.com. And also, support comes from Lombardi Oil, delivering comfort to our community, a full-service home heating oil and home heating service company, and providing oil and gas, boiler and furnace installations, in addition to natural gas and AC services.
Yes.
Online at lombardioil.com. So we are going to have a ceremony that's going to be taking place in the middle of the field, as they are going to be rededicating the They are going to be rededicating World War Memorial Stadium. And the Newburyport High School Band is going to be very much involved with this.
The Newburyport High School Marching Band. The year was 1967.
So let's see.
And they called it the Summer of Love. San Francisco.
There we go. All right. Hey, Richie, I think we have the technology.
All right.
I think it's going to work.
All right.
As we celebrate 50 years since that magical summer brought us fantastic music that we still enjoy today. You'll hear I Can See for Miles by The Who, Happy Together by the Turtles, White Rabbit by Jefferson Airplane, Turn, Turn, Turn by the Birds, Let the Sun Shine In from the musical Hair. The NHS Band is under the direction of Mr. Stephen Cohen, and drum majors Amy O'Rourke and Andrew Moreland. Drum majors, you may take the field.
All right, the Newburyport High School Band now performing at halftime here at World War Memorial Stadium. As they march forward, and we'll let them perform. we do that, we're still waiting for that ceremony to take place.
Maybe I get that in before that then. For the first downs, Newburyport at 4, North Reading at 11. Rushing plays, Newburyport 11 carries for 68 yards. Passing, Owen Bradbury was 1 for 5 for 11 yards. He was sacked once for a 3-yard loss. So net passing, 8 yards for Newburyport to go along with a 68 rushing to give a total of 76 yards. Walker Bartkevich punted twice for 29.5-yard average. There were 2 penalties against Newburyport for 20 yards. Turnovers, there was 1 fumble against Newburyport. Third down plays, Newburyport was 0 for 3, and fourth down plays, they were 0 for 1. Total plays, Newburyport at 17. Time of possession, 9:36 for Newburyport. And Newburyport scored 7 points. For North Reading, to go along with their 11 first downs, they had 18 carries for 71 yards. Brian Heffernan had 5 for 9 for 75 yards and 3 touchdowns. So 75 plus a 71 gives a total of 146 yards to Newburyport 76. No punts. They had 2 penalties totaling 25 yards. They also turned the ball over once on a fumble. Third down plays, they were 1 for 2, and fourth down plays, they were 0 for 1. Total plays 27, so they ran 10 plays more than Newburyport, 27 to 17. Time of possession 12:24 versus 9:36 for Newburyport, but total points 22 for North Reading. Individually, Heffernan 1 carry for 0 yards. Ryan Edison 6 carries for 20 yards. Alex D'Ambrosio 10 carries for 61 yards. On the receiving end, Michael McCullough 2 receptions for 18 yards and 2 touchdowns. And Alex D'Ambrosio had 3 receptions for 57 yards, and one of those was for a touchdown. Let me see. Scoring plays this way for Newburyport scored first on a 32-yard run by Miles Maloof. Walker Bartkevich kicked the extra point. It was 7-0 Newburyport. Then Alex D'Ambrosio scored on 21-yard pass play from Heffernan. Kick was blocked by Newburyport, picked up by North Reading, and they brought in for the 2-point conversion and made it 8-7 North Reading. Then another pass play. This one was a 2-yard pass from Heffernan to McCullough. D'Ambrosio's kick was good, made it 15-7. Then Heffernan to McCullough again for 16 yards to make the score 22-7. The individual stats of Newburyport, Owen Bradbury and 5 carries for 35 yards. Miles Maloof, 5 carries for 32 yards and a touchdown. Dante Harmon, 1 carry for 1 yard. And the 1 reception was Noah Van Skalwick for 11 yards.
All right, the halftime show. Thank you again, Richie, for that. The halftime show is continuing on, and they are going to be having the ceremony at some point. Here they come, the people for Veteran Service Director Kevin Hunt. He's in the front with the blue jacket. He is on his way out. They are going to have a ceremony to rededicate World War Memorial Stadium. There's Mayor Donna Holliday, some members of the City Council as well. Let's see what we can do to pick that up.
My name is Kevin Hunt. I am the Veteran Officer for the City of Newburyport. I would like to introduce the Mayor of Newburyport, Donna Holliday.
Thank you, everyone. It's a pleasure to be here tonight. Many of you were probably here almost 2 years ago when we dedicated the James T. Stalin Field. But at that time, our Veterans Plaza was not complete. So tonight, we are here to dedicate the beautiful Veterans Plaza behind us. Wave over there. The World War Memorial Stadium was built under Franklin D. Roosevelt during 1938 and 39. It was one of the most important World War Memorial Stadiums built. There was a time in our city that 8,000 people would attend our our football games. Today, our stadium is beloved, restored, and home to multi-sport, graduation, and many other events. So I'm going to turn it back over to Kevin, and we will begin the dedication in honor of our armed services.
Thank you, Mayor. I'm going to ask that you turn your attention toward the high school. There are 6 flag poles over there. Each flag represents a branch of the armed forces. Reading from left to right, we will now have the band play the Armed Forces medley, beginning with the United States Army. United States Navy. The United States Air Force. The United States Coast Guard. The United States National Guard.
Thank you, Ben. I would also like to recognize our school committee members who are here, Bruce Fitton, Steve Cole, Sean Reardon, and our city councilors, Larry Junta and Bob Cronin. And give a round of applause for our band, as well as for all of our veterans and active members in our armed services. services. Thank you for your service. Enjoy the second half. Thanks, everybody.
Well, that was very nice.
Nice tribute. I love listening to the songs, the different military, the Army, Navy, Marines, Air Force, Coast Guard, and the National Guard. Patriot song. That's what I always liked doing the 4th of July with the Boston Pops. When they had the salute for the different services. It was great.
Yeah.
That was well done. Good job by the band.
Ladies and gentlemen, the winning raffle ticket number.
I hate to admit it, I didn't know the National Guard had their own song.
That's the first time I heard it, because I look at it as Six Flags. I'm thinking, I've never heard the National Guard one, but it's nice that they get recognized as well.
That's right, yeah.
You have a ticket.
You know, one of the things that we do on Joppa Radio, we play some classical music. One of the pieces of music we have are the Boston Pops, and I play the stuff that's on when they do the
Esplanade.
Esplanade, yeah.
I watch that every year. In fact, one year we were up in Canada at a Kiwanis convention, and that's the time Channel 2 used to broadcast it. It was on PBS,
Yeah.
and we actually watched it in Canada.
Oh,
Yeah, they broadcast it on it. It was 4th of July.
how about that?
Yeah. Well, naturally it's 4th of July, because that's when they always hold it.
Yeah, and
Whoops.
oops,
Oops,
there we
there we
go. Okay.
Technical difficulty.
Yes. Well, anyway, that was a special treat to hear all those theme songs here at World War Memorial Stadium. Nice job by the Newburyport High School band too.
Right, and it also give the people a chance to realize what the Six Flags represent over there.
Yes. Yeah, very nice.
And of course the American flag in the end zone near the scoreboard.
That's right, yeah. Just a beautiful night, beautiful ceremony, and nice to see the representatives from the school committee come out, as well as from the city council.
Yep.
Which reminds me that coming up on Wednesday, there is going to be the mayoral debate, and that's going to be at the Knock Middle School Auditorium. That'll be at 7 o'clock, and that'll be, of course, you want to be there, but if you can't be there, it'll also be on Comcast Channel 9 and presented by the Hub.
Yeah, I caught that. I caught the one with the councilors for Ward 5 and also the at-large ones this past week on TV. I was able to watch that.
Yeah, very good to, to hear what they have to say.
Okay, well, see if the Clippers get on track here and start the second half as they receive the kickoff to start the half.
And over-end kick picked up at the 25 by the Clippers, and they get it up close to the 35-yard line. And let's see, who popped up with that
was
one?
24. Is that Green?
Yep.
Green.
Tom Green. So we are off and running here in the second half of play. Newburyport trailing North Reading 22-7, but the Clippers get the ball to start things out here in the second half.
34-yard line.
And let's see what Newburyport has. Usually we've noticed that they make adjustments at the halftime, which you want to do. Not every team does it, though.
Well, see if they can get things on track here. Really weren't able to get loose. Only two plays over 13 yards.
Well, there's
there's
handoff.
Maloof.
Yeah, Maloof on the far side, and he kind of turns the corner a little bit. He gets over the 40-yard line, and they'll spot it at the Newburyport 41. So it's going to be a second down play coming up for the Newburyport Clippers, 2nd and 2. So Maloof actually picked up quite a bit of yardage.
Yeah, 8-yard pickup.
A quiet 8 yards. Bradbury gets the play from the sideline and gets back out to the huddle as they get set to set the play off.
It's funny how we talked about this before about the different teams, how they get the signals to the quarterback. Some they'll give signals to the sideline. Other times the quarterback goes over to the sideline, like Bradbury doing. He goes over to the sideline to get the signal.
And there's the snap. They fake the handoff to Maloof. The pass is complete on the far side, and that is
Murphy.
Murphy, okay. So Tom Murphy makes the catch. He gets the ball to the Newburyport 48-yard line, and that's enough for a first down.
First down and 10, Newburyport. Ball's at their 48-yard line.
Oh, you get the Patriots game coming up Sunday night.
Should be fun. Yeah, I'm sure Atlanta's ready for that one. I hope they get over anxious and make a few mistakes along the way. Patriots could be hurting defensively because Rowe and Gilman are both out again.
Oh, boy. Oh, boy. All right, well, here we go. 1st and 10 for Newburyport at the Newburyport 48-yard line. And Bradbury gets tripped up in the backfield.
Yeah, it looked like he tripped over Maloof on that one. Lost 3.
Now, is Matt Ryan more of an Atlanta guy now or still a Boston College guy?
Well, I think he's Atlanta, but he pays the visit when he's around. He'll stop oversee BC. I don't know. BC's playing Virginia tomorrow. Are they playing Virginia? I don't know if they're home or away, though. I think they might be home. If he gets a chance, he'll probably go to the game if he's in town.
Yeah.
But I'm sure he's most people associate him with Atlanta more than they would BC. We up around here, we think of him as BC, but he's probably so much time with Atlanta now. Most people associate him with Atlanta, except up in this area. Matty Ice.
Matty Ice. All right, 2nd down play. Here's the pass. It's complete over on the near side. And nice catch by Seamus Webster.
Webster's pass complete to Webster.
And he was knocked down. Sure, see a little shaken up on the play. Knocked down by Josh Bedell.
Did they call that? Yeah, 7-yard completion.
So that puts the ball at the North Reading 48-yard line. With 8:11 to go in the 3rd quarter of play, Newburyport trailing 22-7.
Ball's at the North Reading 48-yard line.
It's a big play for the Clippers right here to keep some momentum going here in this opening drive. A lot of room to go on the left-hand side. You know, one thing we haven't seen anything this year is misdirection for Newburyport. Reverses and just haven't seen much of that. I think with the speed, you might see some of that sometime. But you've had sweeps, but no misdirection.
So there's the handoff to Miles Maloof, and Maloof gets the ball over the 45 down to about the 41 or 42.
Yeah, I think he's got the first down. See how they spot it. It's going to be close, though. Ooh, might have to be a measurement here, Win. I don't know.
I haven't had that for
Nope, they gave him the first down.
Okay.
Yep.
First down.
I won't say they gave it to him. He earned it, but
42-yard line.
Newburyport looking to continue their winning streak. They've won their last 2 games, looking to add on to that tonight. Coming into tonight's game with a record of 3-2. Well, North Reading's 4-2 on the season. 7:04 to go in the 3rd quarter of play. It's 1st and 10 for Newburyport at the North Reading 42. And Harmon is in motion coming to the near side. Bradbury goes to the left, and he hangs on to the ball. He gets it over the 40-yard line, or it looks like they'll spot it right at the 40.
Looks like some activity along the lines by both offense and defense, but no flag. I thought North Reading might have jumped on that.
2nd down and 8.
Tim Sanger in on the play. And one of the injured players holding up, I don't know if is that like a color-coded thing to have players come and go.
Oh, that could be.
Coach in training. CIT. 6:17 to go in the 3rd quarter play. Newburyport 2nd and 8 at the North Reading 40. They trail 22-7. There's the snap, and they fake the handoff. And with the ball is Bradbury, and he's still on his feet down to the 25, down to about the 20 before he's taken out of bounds.
Right. There's some of the misdirection I was talking about. He faked the handoff going to the right, and he kept the ball himself almost like a bootleg to the left and picked up some good yardage. Everybody went to one way, and he went the opposite way. So a 19-yard pickup for Brad. He's up to 53 yards rushing and another first down for the Clippers.
Is the North Reading 21-yard line.
And they spotted at the 21-yard line with 5:44 to go here in the 3rd period of play, or 3rd quarter of play. All right, here we go as they set it up with the Clippers. Bradbury getting set, takes the snap, and he goes to his left. He pitches it forward over to Harmon, and Harmon struggles up to about the 10-yard line.
4 to 12, 11 be a 9-yard pickup to the 12, 2nd and 1.
So a good gain there by Dante Harmon. Seen a lot of these pitch outs so far this year. You know, I don't know if that's the new thing.
Yeah, that's with the option offense that they got. Yeah, that's the quarterback's option right there to go whatever he wants with it. Keep it. Sounds like the old wishbone type of thing.
Yeah, they change the terminology every year.
Right.
And there's the snap. Bradbury fakes the handoff, and he goes straight ahead, and he fumbled around the 5.
Did he recover? Yep, first down.
I don't know.
10, 9, 8-yard line.
First down and goal to go. North Reading 8-yard line.
So with 4:16 to go in the third quarter of play, Newburyport still working on the drive.
Yeah,
it took the opening kickoff, right?
Right, they took the kickoff from the 34-yard line. Had it 7 minutes so far.
So Miles Maloof is in the backfield along with Owen Bradbury. 3 receivers on the near side right. There's the snap, and Bradbury wants to throw. Oh, he trips. He falls backwards, and that ends the play right there.
Well, they say he was down.
Yeah.
15, 17-yard line, be a 9-yard loss.
Boy, we hadn't seen that one before either.
Yeah, I guess that goes as a sack, right? He used back to pass.
Wow.
And he lost yardage, so it wasn't a running play, so I have to go as a sack. Back to the 17. 2nd and goal from the 17.
3:17 to go here in the third quarter of play. Newburyport looking to get some points up on the board. Still some time. They trail 22-7. One touchdown would mean an awful lot right now.
Yeah, they definitely need a score. And somewhere along the line, you got to get a 2-point conversion. That's too bad. Newburyport blocked the extra point, and then it turns into a 2-point play for North Reading. That could be the turning point of the game, I mean, as far as the final score.
2 receivers off to the left. There's the snap to Bradbury, who tries to run straight forward, but he didn't fool anybody there. As the North Reading defense covered up right on top of him.
Lost, yeah, marked it a 19, 2-yard loss. 3rd and goal from the 19.
Senior Mike Luciano, along with a couple of other players, in on the tackle.
Line of scrimmage is the North Reading 19-yard line.
So the important third down coming up for the Newburyport Clippers. 2:16 to go in the third quarter of play. Newburyport trailing 22-7. And there is going to be a timeout.
Yeah, timeout Newburyport.
So the Clippers want to talk over their options, see what they can do.
That's the first timeout. Yeah, 2:06. So the Clippers had the ball over almost 9 minutes, but they got to score.
Yep, they want to make sure they use that time wisely. All right, here we go as the Clippers line it up. Third down play with the ball at the North Reading 19-yard line. So they send a adjusted player moving over. Johnston. There's the snap. Bradbury takes it, comes over to the near side, puts it up in the air into the end zone. It is caught. Nice catch by Noah Van Stolwick. What a catch.
Nice job.
As he jumped up in the air and came down with the football, and Newburyport put points up on the board. They now trail 22-13 with 1:58 to go in the third quarter of play. So Walker Barkevich is going to go for the extra point. See if he can kick this one around the world. There it's up, and it's high, and no good.
What?
No good.
Look, I was.
He said no good. It went off to the left.
Wow, now it's at 2 scores.
Score now North Reading 22, Newburyport 13.
So a minute 58 to go in the third quarter. Newburyport trailing now 22-13. Support for Newburyport High School football on Joppa Radio 96.3 FM as well as on the Hub. Brought to us by the Institution for Savings, building stronger communities together since 1820. Online at institutionforsavings.com. And by Nick's Pizza, operated by the La Barba family for over 60 years, 164 Merrimack Street, Newburyport. 26 toppings, online ordering available and available for pickup or delivery. See nickspizzanewburyport.com. Here we go, the kick. And high end over end kick picked up at the 20 by the Hornets. They bring it up to the 30. Oh, they shake off a tackle at the 40, the 45, and they break a tackle at the 50 and taken down.
Makula.
Barkevich made the tackle. And let's see. He's coming off the field. I think he's hurt. Look at how he's holding his left arm.
Oh.
I hope he's okay.
Oh, it was a penalty against North Reading.
Oh, okay.
On the return. That's twice Makula's had long returns, but then some of it's been called back.
Penalties against North Reading.
Minute 46 showing on the clock here in the third quarter of play.
42-yard line.
So the Hornets have the ball at their own 42-yard line, and they lead 22-13. All right, here we go. It's first and 10, and they hand it off, and the Hornets keep the ball on the ground, trying to eat up that clock. Coming up with the ball was Alex D'Ambrosio.
Alex D'Ambrosio, the ball carrier.
Picked up of 7 to the 49. Second and 3.
Second down and 3.
And again, North Reading's not in any real hurry. As they have their familiar lineup there, the formation, two backs. And there's the handoff. It goes over to D'Ambrosio again, around on the right-hand side, and he gets the ball.
I think he's about a yard shot.
Yeah, into Newburyport territory. Let's see where they spot it.
Smith on the stop.
Could be the 49.
Third down and 1.
Yep, that's where they put it.
49-yard line.
So 3rd and 1 coming up for North Reading with 42 seconds to go in the third quarter.
See if they go to the Wildcat with this one. Have the snap right to D'Ambrosio. They've done that the last time when they had a short yardage. And yeah, that's what they're doing.
So D'Ambrosio is there. And he gets set, takes the snap, and he runs ahead. And
no,
I don't think he did it.
No, good defense by the Clippers to stop D'Ambrosio.
So a number of Newburyport players in on that play, along with Matt Dolan.
I think they'll go for it here.
Well, you may as well. A fourth
That's
and a
quarter.
yard.
That's the quarter already.
So that's, yeah, that went quick.
That's the end of the third quarter of tonight's ball game.
We'd like to thank those who sponsor Newburyport High School football on Joppa Radio 96.3 FM, as well as the Hub, such as Pentucket Medical Associates at 260 Merrimack Street in Newburyport, the Toll Building. They are a member of Partners Healthcare System, a multi-specialty group practice with 4 locations and 2 urgent care sites in and throughout the Merrimack Valley. Visit the website at pmaonline.com. And Lombardi Oil, delivering comfort to our community, a full-service home heating oil and home heating service company, and providing oil and gas boiler service and furnace installations, in addition to natural gas and AC services. Online at lombardioil.com.
Well, this could be a big play here when 4th and 1. Clippers need to stop here because Clippers need 2 scores now.
Yeah, 2 scores. They They missed the extra point attempt. You couple that with the 2-point conversion that North Reading got.
I think they'll probably go right back to that Wildcat again. We'll see.
So North Reading is going
4th down and 1.
left to right.
See if they try to shift it. Maybe they'll try a shift or something to try to draw Newburyport offside.
Edison in the backfield along with D'Ambrosio.
Nope, they're going to be a direct snap. This time looks like it's going to go to D'Ambrosio, yeah.
And he takes it and he runs to the left and he's got the first down. Oh, and he's got more. He's at the 25 and taken down and around the 15-yard line.
Yeah, when they're in tight like that, if you can break through the first line, you get a long way to go.
Noah Van Skolwick in on the tackle to help stop that one. 10:46 to go in the game, and North Reading with the ball, 22-13, the lead, as they have the ball inside the Newburyport 15.
It's a 31-yard pickup, 101 yards now for D'Ambrosio.
Ball's at the 13-yard line.
So the Hornets line it up again and ready for the shotgun. Probably looking to keep the ball on the ground. They do. There's a handoff to D'Ambrosio. Comes to the near side at the 5, and he's taken down before he reaches the end zone. Bradbury in on the tackle along with Tom Murphy.
I think he got another first down, didn't he? To the 1.
Yeah. So it's going to be 1st and goal to go with the ball. Well, they have the yardage marker just inside the 2.
2-yard line.
And the clock continues to tick down. With 9:57 to go in the game, and North Reading looking to tack on to their lead of 22-13.
1st and goal from the 2.
All right, Heffernan at quarterback for North Reading. Gets set, and he hands it off. Oh, hands it off to over to Ryan Edison, and Owen Bradbury makes the tackle in the backfield. Nice play.
Good job by the Clippers that way, Bradbury, and he lost about 6 yards. And let me see, he started from the 2, back to the 7, 5-yard loss. 2nd and goal.
And 9:17 to go in the game.
2nd down and goal to go from the 7-yard line.
So North Reading looking to just eat time off the clock, and they would love to put some points up on the board right now. Heffernan at quarterback. He has Edison right next to him. 4 receivers out there split. As they get set, there's the snap, and did they fake? No, they.
Oh, it's a incomplete pass. It was deflected.
He made the pass, and it got knocked down.
Boy, when I said he whistled at first, I said, wait a minute, what's going on here?
Yeah. Is that
3rd and goal.
Connor Smith got his long arms up there?
Yeah. Will that help?
So that's going to make it a 3rd down play coming up. It'll be a 3rd and goal to go with the ball at the Newburyport 7-yard line for the North Reading Hornets with 8:45 to go in the game. North Reading leading 22-13. So D'Ambrosio and Edison in the backfield along with Heffernan as they get set. Out of the shotgun. There's the snap, and it's handed off to D'Ambrosio, and the defense of Newburyport covers it right up.
I wonder if they have a field goal kicker.
One of the first players in was Walker Barkevich. Walker Barkevich.
D'Ambrosio is a kicker, I think, so he'll probably go for a field goal here, maybe.
Yep, well, they have it lined up. So D'Ambrosio, remember, he had his extra point attempt blocked. And here's that attempt, and this one is up, and it is good.
Oh, did I hit the post and go through?
I just think it went right through.
Yeah, it was good, okay.
So it's 25-13. 25-13, North Reading with the lead over Newburyport with 8:07 to go in the 4th quarter of this game. And North Reading with a lead now that is starting to look a little big. for the Newburyport Clippers.
Was that 26-yard field goal?
Yep. So 12-point lead for North Reading right now. By the way, support for Newburyport High School football here on Joppa Radio 96.3 FM as well as the Hub, brought to us by the Newburyport 5-cent Savings Bank in Newburyport, Amesbury, Salisbury, Newbury, Portsmouth, and opening soon in Dover. Committed to giving back to the communities they serve. Online at newburyportbank.com. 8:07 on the clock, and it's going to be Newburyport. See if they can make something happen here. A nice long drive, and it's picked up at the 10 by the Clippers as they Harmon brings it up to the 25 before he is knocked down. And was there a... thought I saw the flag, but that was a football. They don't look anything alike.
Keller and Beadell. Newburyport has the ball first.
All right, so 25-13. Newburyport with the trailing by 12 points with 8:01 to go in the game. So the Clippers need to make something happen.
Lost our picture on the TV.
All right, as Bradbury gets set, takes the snap, quick throw over to the far side. It's complete, and Clippers can't make anything happen with that one. Noah Van Skolwick made the catch, but he had no room to run.
Noah Van Skolwick.
No gain? Oh, 1 yard gain maybe, nope.
Well, they spotted at
one.
the 26. So with 7:36 to go in the contest, Newburyport with the ball at their own 31-yard line, trailing 25-13. Bradbury out of the shotgun, has all types of receivers, takes the snap, and he fakes the handoff to
Nice
Maloof.
move.
He comes over on this side, tries to turn the corner at the 30, but can't really get anywhere.
Might have picked up 6 to the 33. Third and 3.
One of the first players in for North Reading to stop that play was
32.
Ryan Edison. So it's at the 32.
Yeah, 3rd and 4.
So a big third down play coming up for Newburyport. 3 receivers split off to the right, 1 to the left. There's the snap, and Bradbury puts it up in the air. It is incomplete.
I think the Clippers going to have to go for it here.
Pass was intended for Seamus Webster, but way overthrown.
Webster is incomplete. There's a penalty flag on the play.
Oops, flag.
So let's see what the penalty flag is all about.
Ineligible receiver downfield against Newburyport. Declined. So it'll be 4th down.
So a 4th down play coming out onto the field is Robert Johnston. Also Evan Mulvey. And Skolwick comes off, along with Harmon.
4th and 4.
4th down and 4.
And they are going to go for it with the ball at the Newburyport 32-yard line. Clippers trailing by 12. Bradbury takes the snap, and there's a flag on the play. The ball was handed off to Maloof.
That was the first ball carrier. The penalty flag on the play.
And it looks like the penalty's against Newburyport.
That'll be refused.
So Newburyport turns the ball over on downs. They could not do it on this drive. And North Reading is going to get very good field position with 6.5 minutes to go. So the Newburyport Clippers looking at an uphill battle at the moment, but it can be done. All in the name of turnovers.
Yep.
And that has happened. All right, let's see what happens with the North Reading Hornets as they get set. 6.5 minutes to go in the game, and they have a 12-point lead. And they hand the ball off, and Edison breaks loose. He's at the 20. He's at the 10, the 5, and he's in for the score.
32 yards.
I kind of thought that was like a broken play, but Ryan Edison was able to keep it going, and he found some daylight and took advantage of it. So you add those points to the board, and it's 31-13. North Reading with a lead over the Newburyport Clippers with 6:19 to go in the game. And the extra point attempt, it is up, and it is good. So that makes it 32-13 in favor of the North Reading Hornets. And North Reading will be kicking it off. By the way, support for Newburyport High School football on Jumper Radio 96.3 FM and the Hub, brought to us by Arthur Page Insurance, a fourth generation of being family owned and operated, providing coverage for auto, home, and business. 57 State Street, downtown Newburyport, and online at arthurpage.com. All right, the Newburyport Clippers, they have 6 minutes and 19 seconds to see what they can do here. Be one of the greatest comebacks of all time.
No, that was that's coming up this weekend. We play that.
Oh yeah. Oh, that's right. Tonight, Yankees.
Yep, that's another good comeback too.
Yeah. We'll see what happens.
Out of bounds? Is it going to go out of bounds?
It is out of bounds at the 19-yard line. Do we have your guess yet on the next Red Sox manager?
Yeah, I think it's going to be Cora.
Yeah.
Especially now where Geidenheimer is going to be hired by the Tigers.
Oh, really?
He was one of the ones they interviewed, and they interviewed Osmus also, which had a chance. You could figure where he was already hired by Red Sox general manager earlier, before when he was with the Tigers. But, yeah, I think it's going to be Cora.
Well, he was a fan favorite. Back then, they kept saying he was a manager in waiting.
Right. He's only 41 years old.
All right, so they'll kick it off again, this time from the 35 because the ball went out of bounds, and it's picked up at the 20 by the Clippers. They have it up at the 40, and that's about where it's going to come to an end. And a flag. That was Miles Maloof. Am I saying I'm seeing things I think are flags, but they aren't.
Harmon's down.
Dante Harmon. Yep.
Would say Maloof? Yeah, Maloof carried that ball, you said, but Harmon's down. Oof.
So they are taking care of him over there. Bruins, looked like they had a nice game last night. 3
power plays scores in a 5-minute major. That was interesting.
Yeah.
I haven't seen that happen before. I was watching that game, and that was bing, bing, bing.
Yep.
Then they almost lost, ended up winning it 6-3. But now Tuukka Rask might be out a while. He's got that concussion. He had a collision at practice with Bjork, and he's got a concussion. So I don't know how long that's going to last. But so what's it, Kabuden?
Yeah, Kabuden. Oh, geez. Anton, right?
Yeah. Kabuden, I think it's the way it's pronounced, yeah. That's good. He's Harmon's coming up. Looks like maybe it's just been a little ankle or something, but he's coming back. But anyway, he'll be doing goalie for a while. But it's nice to see Bergeron back last night. He had a goal and 3 assists.
Yeah.
And the kids did well. Bjorn scored a couple goals. Pasternak, beautiful goal by Pasternak. Nice individual effort on that one for a goal. Oh, I got a tickle in my throat.
All right, so 6:13 to go in the game. Newburyport with the ball. It's 1st and 10. Newburyport has it at their own 40-yard line. They trail 32-13. And a quick pass over there, and
nice
it was
catch.
Bounced up in the air, and then it came right down right into the hands of Tom Murphy.
Bradbury's pass attempt complete to Tom
And
Murphy.
yeah, a very nice catch. Almost picked off, but Murphy was able to haul it in.
Good concentration.
Yeah. A lot of work for a gain of just a few yards, but it's going to be 2nd and 7 to go for Newburyport at their own 43-yard line. So Bradbury keeps it, and he picks up a first down as he runs out of bounds. A lot of running tonight by Owen Bradbury.
I'll give you that in a minute.
Down to 5:37 to go in the contest. The ball is spotted at the North Reading 49-yard line.
Yeah, Bradbury's got 68 yards and 12 carries. 1st and 10 at the 49.
All right, they break the huddle. And on the far side of the field, Tom Murphy split wide. And out of the shotgun, Bradbury comes around to the near side, fakes the throw, and he gets hauled down. Big play by North Reading. Coming up with the tackle was Jackson D'Angelo.
13-yard loss on the sack. That's 3 sacks totaling 25 yards now against the Clippers.
So D'Angelo just grabbed that jersey and hauled him down. All right, Bradbury takes the snap again, wants to throw, gets pressured, gets by one defender, another defender hit him as he made the throw, and it goes out of bounds.
Actually, that was only a 6-yard loss that last time. I had 18 losses.
So it's going to be a 3rd down play coming up for the Clippers. They have the ball at their own 45-yard line with 4:59 to go in the game. Up at the 44, that's where they have it spotted.
Yeah, 2nd and 17.
So Bradbury in at quarterback, out of the shotgun as he has been all season long. Fakes the handoff, throws over to the far side. The pass is complete, and the defense just wraps him up again. Coming up with that play was Noah Van Skolwick. He made the catch, and there were 2 defenders right on him.
3rd and 15.
Clock down to 4:33 to go in the game. Newburyport trailing 32-13. And let's see what the Clippers can do on this 4th down play. So out on the field is Maloof. He's the tailback, and
timeout Newburyport.
No, there's going to be a timeout, yep. So the Clippers want to talk this one out. This is a big play. They still can do it. They trail 32-13, and there are 4 minutes to go, but it's been done before.
Yeah, it's 3 scores, though. That's going to be tough.
By the way, support for Newburyport High School football comes from Elder Law Solutions of Newburyport and attorney Marco Burke, providing a wide range of legal and support services tailored for older and disabled clients and their families and guardians. See elderlaw-solutions.com. And by Apple & I Associates on Green Street in Newburyport and Main Street, downtown Amesbury. Their team of eye doctors and eye care staff will help you with all your vision needs, handling everything from adult and children's eye exams and hard-to-fit contact lenses to all types of frames, eye emergencies, treatment of eye diseases, and co-management of eye surgery. See AppletonEyeAssociates.com.
Speaking of Appleton Eye Associate, we didn't have many measurements this year. I remember you always have the Appleton Eye sponsor for the measurements, and I don't know if we had one yet this year.
I don't think we've had any.
Imagine that. Here we are in game number 6.
Take a second look, or another look.
Yeah.
Appleton Eye. All right, there's the snap, and Bradbury comes around to his left, puts it up in the air, and he gets hammered and almost picked off. Boy, North Reading looking tough right now.
4 minutes to go.
Ryan Edison was right on top of Bradbury. And Newburyport turns the ball over. Second time on the 4th down play. So North Reading gets the ball at the Newburyport 46-yard line.
First down and 10. With the ball at the Newburyport 46-yard line.
And they have a 19-point lead. So they can take their time. And we get set. Brian Heffernan at quarterback. Out of the shotgun. He's only a freshman. And this time he hands the ball off and they run into the line and no gain. New player in, that's Tom Patch. He's a senior.
Patch, the ball carrier.
So Patch actually picks up a yard on that. So 3:42 to go as the clock continues to count down.
Second down and 9.
Patch in the backfield along with Heffernan. As we get set for receiver split. And Heffernan takes the snap. He hands it off to Patch again, who runs left, and he gets stopped around the line of scrimmage.
Penalty flag on the play.
So let's see what happens on that.
Personal foul against North Reading.
Against North Reading.
That'll be after the play, so that'll still go. So that'll put it back to the 40. And it should make it second and 24.
So Patch went off. It looks like he got hurt a little bit on that play. But 3:05 on the clock. The ball now spotted at the 40-yard line, the North Reading 40-yard line. And coming off for Newburyport, that's Tristan Cassidy. And the Clippers line it up defensively. As Heffernan looks around, he has his receivers lined up. It is 3rd and 24 with the ball at the North Reading 40-yard line. There's the snap and a little blitz on for the Clippers, but the pass complete. And let's see, I think that was on the far side of the field. I want to say that was Greg Dimitri.
Yeah, number 25, yes it was.
And he picked up some good yardage, but still far from a first down. It's going to be 4th and about 8 yards to go for North Reading. With the ball spotted at the Newburyport 44-yard line with 2:36 to go in the game.
Balls of Newburyport 48.5.
All right, punting situation for the Hornets. Getting set to do the work. Alex D'Ambrosio. Oh, a high snap, and he had to jump for it. And he gets the kick off. And it bounces, picked up at the 10 by the Clippers. And as the tackle is made, the ball rolls out of bounds. Boy, rough play right there. But Van Skulwick was able to make the catch. Thought he could make some good yardage out of it. But he got hauled down hard to the ground, and the ball popped loose, and it rolled right out of bounds. But D'Ambrosio had a high snap. He was able to knock it down.
Did a good job to get it off.
Yeah. 2:08 on the clock here in the fourth quarter, with North Reading leading Newburyport 32-13. So Newburyport has the ball at their own 10-yard line. Mulvey is out on the field. Van Skulwick comes off. Maloof is in the backfield. And Bradbury takes the snap, and they hand it off to Maloof, who goes right into the middle of the line, and he gets the ball up to about the 13 or 14. And we're under 2 minutes to go on the clock in tonight's ball game.
Second down and 7.
North Reading with the lead of 32-13 over Newburyport. So Bradbury brings it in. Let's see what they can do on this one. Clippers looking like they are going to be going to 3-3 on the season, with North Reading improving their record to 5-2. Bradbury gets set and it takes the snap, and they hand it off. Maloof gets to the 20 before he's upended.
That's enough for the first down. No, yeah.
Has a couple of defenders on him, and I think he got shaken up on the play. But he is up and walking away.
First down and 10.
In on the tackle was Dimitri. And 1:09 on the clock. Our Connor Smith comes off for Newburyport. And we're under a minute to go. Bradbury sends the man in motion. Takes the snap, and he hands it off. And, they break through on the far side of the field. Was that Maloof?
The ball carrier.
Nope, that wasn't Maloof. That was...
On the bounds by Ryan Cavanaugh.
Was that Maldi?
First down and 10.
Was it? Did he pitch it out, or did he keep it himself?
He pitched it out, I think. That was Seamus Webster.
Webster?
Yeah.
All right. 32, 10 yards left.
So coming off is Tom Murphy. And I think that's going to be it. As the clock under 10 seconds, and
yep.
32-13 the final score.
That's the end of tonight's ball game with the final score: North Reading 32, Newburyport 13.
So not quite the way Newburyport was looking for it to go on a night that they were rededicating Veterans World War Memorial Stadium, rededicating it to the veterans in the Veterans Plaza with a nice halftime show by the Newburyport High School Band. But great game nonetheless. 32-13, North Reading coming up with a nice win over the Newburyport Clippers tonight. And we'll give you a wrap-up of all of the numbers coming along in just a moment. Support for Newburyport High School football, by the way, comes to you on Joppa Radio 96.3 FM, along with the web from the Park Lunch, where the sports crowd huddles at 181 Merrimack Street in Newburyport. Proud supporters of youth sports in the same location for 60 years, serving fried clams, pizzas, burgers, and daily specials. All in a family-style atmosphere. See parklunch.com. And support also comes to us through the courtesy of the Institution for Savings, building stronger communities together since 1820. And remaining true to their vision of positively affecting the lives of every person, business, and organization in the communities they serve. You'll find them online at institutionforsavings.com. Also, support comes from Lombardi Oil and Gas, delivering comfort to our community, a full-service home heating oil and home heating service company, and providing oil and gas boiler and furnace installations. In addition to natural gas and AC services, you'll find them online at lombardioil.com or call 978-465-7200. By the way, we would like to tip our cap to Nick's Pizza. They love to feed the crew. Nick's Pizza, operated by the LaBarba family for over 60 years. You'll find them at 164 Merrimack Street in Newburyport. You know they're now open Wednesdays. Prepared from an original recipe from Abruzzo, Italy, with a unique crust, medium-sized thickness, cooked in large rectangular pizza pans. You can choose from 26 toppings. They have online ordering available, and it's available for pickup or delivery. Call 978-465-9853. Online at nickspizza.newburyport.com. Again, they love to feed the crew, so we thank them for that.
2 more minutes. Maybe 1 minute.
Maybe. So the Newburyport Clippers falling to 3-3 overall on the season with the loss today. And the North Reading Hornets at 4-2. Ipswich Tigers, they are on the road tonight. They are at Georgetown. And Pentucket has the weekend off. And Amesbury's at Manchester Essex this evening. Well, Triton is at Masconomet. And Whittier has a game at home tomorrow. That's at 10:30. And Governor's Academy is on the road tomorrow. I think that's Tabor Academy. By the way, the wrap-up show that we have tonight brought to us by Giuseppe's Fresh Pasta and Fine Food at 257 Low Street in Newburyport. Owned and operated by Giuseppe's family for over 20 years, serving up home-style Italian pasta dishes in generous portions. They also have the deli. They do party trays. There's the grab-and-go case. It's giuseppesfinefood.com.
All right, and here we go. First downs, Newburyport 11. Rushing attempts, 25 carries for 148 yards for Newburyport. Owen Bradbury, 7 for 14, passing for 50 yards. He was sacked 3 times for 19 yards, giving net passing of 31. Total offense, 179 for Newburyport. Clippers punted twice for 29.5-yard average. 2 penalties against Newburyport for 20 yards, and they turned the ball over once on a fumble. Newburyport was 1 for 6 on third down plays and 0 for 3 on fourth down plays. Total plays for Newburyport 42, and time of possession 24-42 for Newburyport. Newburyport ended up having the ball longer because that long drive to start the second half. But 13 points is all the Clippers were able to score. For North Reading, let me see, put that in there first. All right. North Reading, 15 first downs. They had 28 carries for 165 yards rushing. Brian Hefner was 5 for 10 for 75 yards and 3 touchdowns. So a total offense, 240 yards for North Reading to 179 for Newburyport. D'Ambrosio punted once for an average of 38 yards, a 1-yard punt for 30 yards, D'Ambrosio. And 6 penalties for 70 yards against North Reading. They had 1 turnover, that being a fumble. They had 1 for 4 on third down plays and 1 for 2 on fourth down plays. They ran a total of 38 plays. Time of possession 19-18, and the total score was 13. For Newburyport, Owen Bradbury had 12 carries for 68 yards. Miles Malouf, 10 carries for 59 yards and a touchdown. Dante Harmon, 2 carries for 10 yards. Seamus Webster, 1 carry for 11 yards. Webster also caught a pass for 7 yards. Tom Murphy caught 2 passes for 10 yards. And Noah Van Schockwick had 4 receptions for 33 yards and a touchdown. North Reading, Brian Heffernan, 1 carry for 0 yards. Ryan Edison, 7 carries, 47 yards and a touchdown. Alex D'Ambrosio, 16 carries for 110 yards. And Tom Patch had 2 carries for 1 yard. And Greg Dimitri had 1 carry for 17 yards. On the receiving end, Michael McCullough, 2 receptions for 18 yards, both touchdowns. And Alex D'Ambrosio, 3 receptions for 57 yards, one of them being a touchdown. So a big night for North Reading. As you mentioned, they go to 5-2 now, and the Clippers fall to 3-3.
Yeah, and now we have to let the tournament schedulers tell us what happens next, because this weekend wraps up the regular season schedule as far as determining where people go in the playoffs. And we are assuming the top 8 teams in Division 5, which the Division 5 teams come from several different leagues. We are assuming that it's the top 8 teams, because that would be 4 games.
Yeah.
And then they play next week, those 4 games, in the, I'll call it the winners bracket. And then the winners from that, they play together the next week, while the ones that don't win go down, I'll call it the consolation bracket. And then the winners from that determine who they'll play, and they'll determine who gets to go to the Super Bowl.
Yep, so it's a wait and see.
We know that for Newburyport, though, they are probably going to be in the winners bracket.
Yeah, I think with a record of 3-3, they should be all right in the bracket, based on the standings I saw Monday. So yeah, but it's just a matter of who they're going to play. It'll probably be on the road, but I don't know if they're going to seed them based on record or not.
So we'll find out, and we'll let you know. We'll let you know about that on Joppa Radio 96.3 FM. We'll probably know on Monday morning, so you'll be listening. We'll start at 6 o'clock in the morning with the news, local news every half hour, and the interviews in the 8 o'clock hour, and of course the Great American Songbook. Then we have classical music all throughout the day and night on Joppa Radio 96.3 FM. Our wrap-up show tonight brought to us by Giuseppe's. Fresh pasta and fine food, and you'll find them at 257 Low Street in Newburyport, online at giuseppesfinefood.com. Richie, thank you so much.
Thank you, and it's been fun again. Tough game tonight, but it's a good team they played. The three teams that Newburyport lost to are all good teams. They have good records. So we'll have to see what happens now, but see if they get the momentum going again. They won 2. Now we'll see what they start all over again.
I'd like to also thank our production crew, David Kramer, and his engineering expertise. He did a very nice job tonight, and everybody else who was handling the cameras and the audio, and of course Sarah Hayden working back at the studio. So thank you once again. The final score for tonight, it was North Reading 32, Newburyport 13. For Richie Eaton, I'm Win Damon. Thank you for listening to Newburyport High School Football.